Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. I'm Ann Blackwood, your Silicon Valley Sage Sister, here to bring consciousness to the forefront of your daily life to make life a little kinder and simpler. So, I was just recently reminded that the universe has its way of sort of kicking you in the butt when it comes to giving you a little shock, as some would say, if you are straying away from your life's purpose. I don't like to say straying off life's path because we're always on life's path, but we can take detours away from our purpose. And as I've said before, purpose is that part of your spiritual health. It really is the big part of your spiritual health when it comes to what I call the Holy Trinity of health, which is spirit, mind, and body. So, you've got the mental, the mindset. You've got the physical, which is nutrition and exercise. When it comes to your mental and physical health, those are the bases of bases of the Holy Trinity of health. And then we have the top, which is spirit, your spiritual health, which even if you're not a hugely spiritually centered person, your purpose in life, if it's not being fulfilled, because we are spirits having a temporary human experience, if that's not being fulfilled, then it doesn't matter if it seems like all of your mental health is taken care of, your physical health is taken care of, you're still going to feel unfulfilled. So I was, as I said, recently given that little kick in the butt by the universe. I'm definitely in this interesting transition phase because of it, in which the universe told me, you need to be taking on more clients at a time. And I was like, okay, I can dig this. It gave me a little kick in the butt in the form of a change, in which told me I need to make more money. And these things happen. They happen, and that's the awesome thing about Unshakable Peace, which is what I explain I offer to people. And really I should call it Unshakable Inner Peace. I need to start referring it to Unshakable Inner Peace. Because no matter what happens, no matter, some people might end up in the position that I'm in right now and freak out and be like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? This seems so impossible. But instead, I was handed this expense and said, cool, this just means that I need to up my income. And how do I do that? I tell people about Patreon more than I already am, and offer them my services via Patreon, or I offer them, which I do the most, my one-on-one counseling. But I didn't freak out about it. I was handed this expense, this unexpected expense in my life that is going to be ongoing, and instead of freaking out about it, instead of being like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of money, how am I going to do that, and not actually figuring it out, I went, oh wow, that's going to be some extra money that I need every month. How am I going to do that? And got right to work, and I'm making this video. Unexpected things in your life, when you have that unshakable inner peace, don't have to be scary. They can be exciting. They don't have to be stressful in that sense. In a painful way, they can be exciting. And that's what I offer to people, because I figured out how to do it for myself, and then I figured out how to do it for other people, because I knew long before I knew, I've been studying human design recently. And that's been very interesting, because especially recently, I've been looking into human design, because I like to, as I say, be the method behind the magic. I like to have science back up the magic. That's why I have my degree in psychology. And even though, a lot of what I do is spiritual teachings, I call it counseling because I do have my degree in psychology. And a lot of what we do is talk in that counseling sense. So, finding out that I was a projector according to human design, and then finding out that apparently the whole reason why I was resistant to making courses, as I talk about, I've got that one course because at some point I was like, I have things I could make a course on, and people were telling me that was the next thing to do. But after I made it, even though I love it, I realized, without even knowing anything about human design, that I was meant to be doing things one-on-one. Come to find out that that's a projector thing, and I'm a projector in human design. This one-on-one work is what everything in the stars is pointing to this idea that I am supposed to be doing one-on-one work with people. So that was really awesome and validating, and I've been getting a lot of that from the universe lately. I don't put too much stock in, like, I have a video about how, I think angel numbers are a little silly, because we can get into this habit and these cycles as human beings of recognizing things. That's how manifesting works, is we get into, for instance, psychologically, a story I like to tell is how I had this friend who had a black Jeep Grand Cherokee, and I had never heard of black Jeep Grand Cherokees before. But then all of a sudden, after I met this friend and took a ride in their Jeep Grand Cherokee, black Jeep Grand Cherokee, I started to see them everywhere because my attention was brought to it. And this is a lot of how angel numbers actually work when people are seeing them on their phone all the time. It's not that I don't believe in signs per se. I absolutely believe in signs, like figuring out that my human design as a projector validates everything I felt about wanting to do one-on-one client work with, rather than make courses. It's also validated the idea that I'm supposed to get an invitation. I'm not supposed to give the invitation. And so it's funny because I've had all of these business teachers tell me, this is what you have to do to get business. But it's contradicted everything I know inside is right for me. So I was wondering if I was just being resistant. Then come to find out, according to human design, projectors are supposed to wait for an invitation to offer their advice. And I was like, this makes so much sense, because that's exactly how I feel. I will never, ever, ever go into a stranger's message box and be like, hey, I have what you need, even though I totally don't know you. That just seems so gross to me. When people do it to me, it bothers the heck out of me. So why would I do something to somebody else that bothered me? When people do it to me, it just didn't make sense. Come to find out, so I believe in signs is what I'm getting at. Like, I definitely believe in signs, but I don't want to discount how human beings can get into cycles where, like, you see 1111 on the phone every day. That doesn't mean that you're synchronized with the universe. That means that your brain is synchronized enough to recognize 1111 when you look at the phone more than you recognize any other number. Things like that. We can't, that's not to say that, like, it's never a possibility that seeing 1111 on the phone isn't a sign. It just, when people start doing it every single day, or more regularly anyway, it's more likely that your body has gotten into a rhythm where your brain has been triggered to recognize 1111 above other times. So we can't discount that. And I always want to keep that in mind, because there is science behind the magic. There is absolutely magic behind the magic. And I have this friend, and she has this saying that it's called metaphysics because it's just physics we don't understand. It's just science we don't understand. And I picked that up and ran with it, and I will always give her credit for it. But I loved that so much. Metaphysics is just called metaphysics because it's science we don't understand yet. I love that. Because it doesn't have to take the magic out of it. It doesn't. It can still be magical and understood. So, to wrap this up, I am taking on more clients than I usually do in a session cycle. So, if you think building unshakable inner peace sounds like something you want to do, if living your best life, if making sure that you're whole human health system is healthy sounds like something you would like, hit me up. I am going to be putting my email and my link for a free clarity call in the description. That is how I connect with my potential clients, is we do a free clarity call to see if we connect, if we're a fit, if what I have to offer is right for you, so that you can give me the invitation to have me invited into your space to give you that advice, as a good projector should. Anyway, definitely go check out the description, because as well, I have Patreon. So if one-on-one work, if getting that deep isn't quite right for you right now, and you're not feeling quite ready for that, if it's not a full body hell yes, then check out my Patreon, because that is a good step forward, because I have all sorts of amazing one-off content where I get deeper than I do on YouTube, for instance. And I have my course there, which is the basis for the beginnings of what I do one-on-one with my clients. So definitely go check out those links in the description. Sign up for my mailing list, because the monthly update is about to go out in a couple of days. I do one email a month, that's it. I, at some point, got ambitious, thought I was going to do one a week. That doesn't happen. I do one a month. So July's monthly update is about to come out. So make sure you're signed up for my mailing list. Go check out Patreon. And if you're ready to get deep, hit me up. Either email me, or if this is posted somewhere where you can DM me, message me, or fill out that free clarity call form. And I can't wait to see you. If not in another one, or just kidding. If not one-on-one, then in the next one. May the energy you serve you well, and let's keep making our way through.